or the YMCA. Ladies and gentlemen, Junkyard J. Garland.
You take him out. You understand? Ready here?
And we're live with another edition of IZW Impulse. Joining me at this time, as always, the incomparable James Tiberius O'Sullivan, JT, one-on-one action, the feature presentation, Jay Garland, going one-on-one, as I said, with Sergio Vega.
Fast, furious action right here on Impulse right here between two high-paced wrestlers right here. I mean, Sergio Vega is high agility, and so is Jay Garland. I mean, Jay Garland's in your face pretty much. And look at that. Sergio Vega's already in the face of Jay Garland right here.
Battling him on the outside. Of course, we would be remiss if we do not mention an apology. We cut it out of the feed already. We want to publicly apologize to Ed the K Motley for the comments made by Triple-X Lawrence Tyler before he kicked him out of the ringside area. Ed the K Motley, you do not absolutely suck, as our champ did say. We miss you this week on the broadcast, and we hope to see you back here next time on IZW Impulse.
Why are you apologizing? There's no need to apologize to him.
He's a member of our broadcast team and the IZW historian specialist.
Concentrate on the match here. We got a match at hand here.
Forearm strikes from Sergio Vega. Of course, Sergio, no relation to Savio Vega, the legend out of Puerto Rico, or at least we think he might be related to him, but since he hasn't won a match yet on IZW Impulse, Savio has severed all ties with that portion of his family. As we got a reversal now by Jay Garland in the corner. Charges in and a miss. Sergio could pick up a big victory here this week against Jay Garland.
And you got to think, with Triple-X Lawrence Tyler being outside the ring, he might be a factor in this match with Jay right here.
Even if he doesn't factor in the match physically, you know he's got to be in the back of Jay's mind, which could impact his performance against Sergio Vega. And what a huge win it would be for Sergio Vega to get that first victory on IZW Impulse against the man the stature of Jay Garland. Not Junkyard Jay Garland, as the champ said, but the feature presentation.
And Sergio's really got something to prove here. If he can defeat Jay Garland right here, that would make a big statement to the IZW board of directors.
There's been a lot of dissension between Sergio Vega and Beaver Las Vegas in the back. Of course, it was Beaver who put Sergio in a position to lose his mask, and since rejoining up with Beaver Las Vegas, he has yet to win on IZW Impulse. So you know he's getting a lot of pressure from Beaver as well to pick up the big victory right here in front of all the fans worldwide who watch us on IZW Impulse at impulse.impactzonewrestling.com. As we got a front chancery locked in now as the feature presentation trying to power his way out. The much bigger man in this match is Jay Garland, JT.
But we got a quicker guy with Sergio right here. A little quicker than Jay Garland right here.
Yeah, big contrast in styles. A drop kick to the knee now by Sergio Vega, taking the bigger man off his feet. Flipping senton in the center of the ring, going for the cover. Only two, not able to pick up the victory.
I think at this point it matters whose energy crashes out first. I mean, these two are like an energy drink. I mean, once it's gone and the rush is gone, you know, the crash happens, and it could happen to one of these two guys right here.
That's right. JT O'Sullivan discussing the other benefits with energy drinks besides mixing them with alcohol like he did before the show.
Yeah,
we got
a Red Bull vodka.
Chin lock locked in the center of the ring. Jay once again powering out of that maneuver on Sergio Vega, now just pounding him to the ribs and the kidney, just trying to break it. Good knee now to the gut there by Sergio, breaking Jay's momentum before he's able to pick too much up, just choking him on the ropes, getting very aggressive. Is the street fighter Sergio Vega.
Well, he's got to. I mean, I think he went to Spain for a little bit and learned how to street fight, because he was bouncing off cages and jumping on people like another fighter by the name of Vega. So, I mean, Sergio's learning his lesson. Then what have we got here?
Locked in a tarantula with the bottom and middle rope. Of course, you cannot get a submission this way, as a staple of Impact Zone Wrestling. Pops Ballard applies the count, but definitely doing a lot of damage to the feature presentation.
It's all that cage diving that he's been doing. It's paying off.
Definitely showing the signs of that. Of course, he trained in Mexico and Spain, and right back here on the mean streets of Phoenix, Arizona, before making his return to Impact Zone Wrestling. Hasn't had a lot of luck since coming back, but he's still a double tough competitor, and he does have Jay Garland on the ropes here. He could pick up his first big victory.
And that would make a huge statement here to fans and the board of directors and to anybody in that locker room. Hey, Sergio Vega is what's up right now.
And of course, it would also make one Triple-X Lawrence Tyler very happy if Jay Garland were to fall in defeat, as Jay now running towards the corner trying to break that sleeper hold by Sergio Vega. Jay still definitely the worse for wear in this match. Of course, Triple X Lawrence Tyler pushing Jay Garland back down to the bottom of the ladder, starting off at the bottom of the card. The opening match of the show against Sergio Vega, trying to work his way back up before he earns another shot at those Unified Championships.
You know what? Triple X Lawrence Tyler won that title fair and square last week on the Impulse. He beat Jay Garland fair and square.
That's right. If you want to call pulling the trunks in the center of the ring fair and square, JT, then he did win fair and square. But regardless of his means, he's still the champ, and you've got to, as a legendary wrestler who recently retired said, you've got to beat the man. To be the man, you've got to beat the man, JT. I sounded like I'm drinking as much as you recently.
Hey, that's my drinking buddy. Leave him alone.
Jay Garland with a special feature in the center of the ring.
Good night.
Goes for the cover. That's going to do it. Jay Garland's first match from the bottom of the ladder. He's victorious over Sergio Vega this week on IZW Impulse. We're going to find out exactly what Triple X Lawrence Tyler has in store for Jay in the coming weeks as he tries to earn another shot at those Unified Championships.
You can go ahead and look at me dirty,
Sergio now still lying in the center of the ring as Jay just eyeballing the champ, eyeballing the crowd.
I think X is trying to get to the head of Jay Garland right here. These mind games. Oh,
most definitely. Let's take a look at a replay real quick and see exactly how Jay was able to pick up the victory.
Catches him here.
It's a trademark maneuver by the feature presentation Jay Garland. The special feature picking up the victory. We're going to see if he works his way back up the ladder, JT, and gets back in a title contention.
I'll tell you what, big man. Since you want to look at me dirty, keep your outfit on. Keep it on. And come back later tonight for the main event, where I have a little surprise waiting for you. And you'll get to see who your next opponent is.
Come on, Vagas.
We are backstage with Erica DiErico, and Erica, you have requested this interview time. I know you want to talk about Destiny. I really don't know much about it. We've all seen what's been going on between you and Destiny. Exactly what did you want to talk about during this interview time? The stage is all yours.
Thanks, Greg. I wanted to come out here and issue a challenge, but tonight I am not looking for a fight. I am here to issue a different kind of challenge to Destiny. Over the last 3, 4, maybe more shows, you've been calling me out, angry as you could possibly be, claiming that I believe that the whole show is about me. All I'm here to do is wrestle, just like everybody else. So, I want to help you, Destiny. I don't want you angry at me. You know, we've had our matches. I've beat you time and time again. You know, we beat her in a #1 contenders match, Morgan and I, to go on and win the tag team championships, and that's in the past. You know, we need to start over. We need to start new. I need to find out why you're so angry at me. You know, if there's anything that I can do to help you. And I've got some ideas. If there's anything I can do to help you, Destiny, I'm here and I'm willing. We can start any kind of advice you want. Wrestling, skills, fitness advice, hair, makeup, clothes, anything. I just want to let you know that I'm throwing this out there because I will not come out anymore, not one more time, and have you saying that I'm doing anything to hold you down. I have resources at my disposal, and you've got till the next show to let me know your decision. Do you want my help or don't?
There you have it, a very interesting challenge from Erica DiErico. We will hopefully find an answer from Destiny on our next show.
And his tag team partner. I'm late. Oh, wait.
We have tag team, or we thought was going to be tag team action, JT. The East Coast Killaz, the Latin Terra-X, and Dean Radford supposed to be facing AJ Summers and the Hawaiian Lion John Williams. However, the music played and the man didn't come out of the curtain, JT.
I think Hawaiian Lion skipped town.
Yeah, definitely making a statement. I know he's here. I saw him in the back earlier, but not, reporting for the match, not coming out here to team up with AJ
team up with
Summers.
that midget.
Hey, AJ Summers got a big victory last week.
Who cares?
On the last episode of Impulse over the Hawaiian Lion John
Hey, that's
Williams.
the past. You got to forget about the past. It's about the day. It's about the present.
Definitely making a statement as a Hawaiian Lion John Williams, and of course one of the newest tag teams in Impact Zone Wrestling, a very successful duo. You got the Latin Terra-X out of Brooklyn, New York, and his tag team partner out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Dean Radford, the East Coast Killaz, and of course these guys very well trained. Dean Radford came out of the International Wrestling Cartel, state of Pennsylvania, and of course the Latin Terra-X trained in New Jersey by Low Key and Homicide, two very well trained athletes going here. And AJ Summers is just, I don't like his chances, JT. I don't see how he can overcome both of these guys in this match. They're tag team specialists. They've got a great rhythm together, and he's got to beat both men in one match.
I'm not making any bets on AJ Summers. I know I'll lose if I even think about betting on him.
Of course, Latin Terra-X, very smart, forcing referee Justin Freemeyer to ring the bell before someone else had the opportunity to come out and team with AJ in place of the Hawaiian Lion John Williams, effectively making this a handicap match. There's nobody there for AJ Summers to tag. Of course, he's starting off hot and heavy there with a drop kick, knocking the Latin Terra-X off of his knees. Very well knew where he was in the ring, able to grab the ropes, effectively end that 3 count before it even got started on that one, JT.
You can see the fear, just the desperation in the eyes of AJ Summers right here. Worried, he even looked to the corner to see if he had anyone there, and he doesn't. I mean, you can tell he's scared of wrestling these two guys.
Big knee drop there by AJ in the center of the ring. Of course, these two guys we have fighting right now, Terra-X and AJ Summers, used to team up as New York's finest. And Terra-X abandoned AJ Summers as well, which the Hawaiian Lion took his spot. So AJ's been abandoned by several partners here in recent weeks.
I think that might sense something that AJ is the weakest.
You bring up a good point there. I mean, Terra-X abandoned him, the Hawaiian Lion abandoned him. AJ's kind of a man on his own right now.
He's like one of those kids that you don't want. You just leave over at the doorstep for someone else to pick up, and that's what they're doing to AJ right now.
Dean Radford now has him locked in the corner with those chops, just chop right across the chest of AJ Summers, doing a lot of damage to the smaller man. Has him locked up in the front chancery, bringing him back into his corner. Great tag team wrestling by the East Coast Killaz in this one.
They're cutting the ring in half. I mean, he's got no one to tag, but they're just working on him left and right, quick tags, in and out, because you know what? If you go in and out, the fresher the man is each time in the ring.
Terra-X, very smart wrestler, backing AJ to the corner where his partner should be. The chop him just to remind him he's got no backup in this one now. Running power slam off the ropes, caught him in the center of the ring, only gets 2. Does Terra-X. Trying to finish AJ off early in this one.
I tell you what, ain't going to take much to take AJ down.
Not against 2 opponents who have those quick tags in and out. We've got a kick to the ribs by Dean Radford. Dean Radford, the biggest man in this match, one of the biggest men on the IZW roster. Of course, made a name for himself throughout the western part of the country with Rising Phoenix Wrestling. Now here in Impact Zone Wrestling.
Can we say pancakes right there?
Oh yeah, dropped him flat on his chest, on his face, and his knees.
It was like he was a spatula right there. I mean, it was like Dean Radford was the spatula slapping on the bat.
Threw him up over his head. I mean, just a tremendous amount of impact on AJ now. Just picking him up, dragging him to his corner.
You're stealing my thunder right there. I'm trying to make a description.
Yeah, you did very well with your adjectives and your adverbs and your alliteration there, JT. Very well. As we saw Dean just dragging him to his corner, showing him that he's got nobody to tag to. They're really loving this one now. AJ reversing that move into a Hurricane Rana right in the center of the ring. Again, looks to the corner, nobody to tag.
No.
Succumbs to the lariat by Dean Radford.
Cut off too early.
Lowered that shoulder and held his arm right through his chest. Makes a tag into the fresh man, Latin Terra-X, again. Luxury that AJ Summers does not have.
You know what? Hawaiian Lion was very smart not to come and tag team with AJ Summers right here, because you never know what AJ Summers, they still got a lot of heat. I mean, could you remember the match on the last show?
Oh, yeah.
Where AJ Summers out of nowhere pinned Hawaiian Lion. You think Hawaiian Lion's going to show up? And
right in the center of the 3 Amigos suplexes. you know, AJ Summers able to roll him up in a small package and pick up the victory over the 3-time former world heavyweight champion in the Hawaiian Lion.
Maybe Hawaiian Lion doesn't want to show his face out.
Latin Terra-X holds him up for the backbreaker leg drop by Dean
Shades
Radford.
of demolition right there.
That's going to do it. The East Coast Killaz pick up the victory.
Impressive victory.
Officially, they pick up the victory over AJ Summers and the Hawaiian Lion, but it was all AJ in this one. The East Coast Killaz get an impressive victory here on IZW Impulse. JT, we're going to throw to the replay. Let us know exactly how the East Coast Killaz picked up the victory, JT.
Looks like they set him up for it. Looks like a move that Demolition used to do back in the day, but a leg drop version right there. There's nothing for AJ to do right there, but just look at the ceiling.
You're right there. Nothing for AJ to do, and obviously the Latin Terra-X very happy with himself, proving that he was the better man in that tag team, in his opinion, of New York's finest. Again, your winners, the East Coast Killaz. We will see more of those guys on upcoming episodes of IZW Impulse.
Wrestling fans, I am backstage with the feature presentation Jay Garland. And Jay, you lost in your last bid to win the Unified Championships from Triple-X Lawrence Tyler, and now the champ has thrown you back down to the bottom of the ladder, saying you must start off at the beginning. You did so already tonight with your match against Sergio Vega. What's next for you in your climb back up to the top?
First off, Greg, let's get something straight. Triple-X Lawrence Tyler, you don't run anything around here except your mouth. As far as you throwing me back down to the bottom of the ladder, I don't think so. You issued a challenge, and I'm ready to accept it. So whatever you got planned for me tonight, you want me to come back out for the main event? You want to throw me in a tag team match, a handicap match, a battle royal match? It really don't matter to me, because the fact of the matter is this: I'm ready to be the champ, and there's nothing that you can do that's going to keep me from getting that one last shot. One last shot is all I need, and I'm promising you, Triple-X, I will take your Unified Championships away.
You know something? I figured after the last match we had, we buried the hatchet. We made respect with each other. We gave each other respect that we deserved. What you did tonight, John, leaving me out there, was a cowardly act. I'm fed up with it. Everything seems to be about you. You want to be in the spotlight. You don't give props where they're due. And last time we fought, props were due to me. So this is what I'm saying, not what I'm asking. 2 weeks, next show, you and me, one-on-one, once and for all, to determine who the better man will be.
Now time for our third bout. In this corner, weighing in at a combined weight of 546 pounds, they are the set's greatest tag team. They are the set's greatest tag team. And they are from Phoenix, Arizona, ladies and gentlemen, the 602 Wrecking Crew.
Get your hands off me, Wes. He's promoted.
And ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, weighing in at 242 pounds, he is one half of the Native Warriors. Depends on what show it is. On this show, it's the Native Warriors. Who cares anyways, pal? GQ Gallo, a.k.a. Ghost Walker. his tag team partner, weighing at an odd at least 463 pounds. Impact Zone Wrestling's dancing machine, sex machine, twisted steel and sex appeal.
One more. Give me one more. We got one more in here.
The King of Sting.
Thank you.
The Ayatollah of Fatarola. And the equivalent of a Big Mac sandwich. Ladies and gentlemen, Frenchy Riviera.
JT O'Sullivan did Triple X Lawrence Tyler just call Frenchy Riviera the human equivalent of a Big Mac sandwich?
He did, I think so. I think he's had a few Big Macs before the match.
I guess so. We've got JT O'Sullivan's favorite tag team, Jacob the Riot Herzberg and the Irish Hand Grenade, Marty Murphy, the 602 Wrecking Crew.
My good friends.
Supposed to be going up against Freako Suave himself, Frenchy Riviera, and the entertainer Tony Trouser. But again, tag team partners not able to stay together tonight on IZW Impulse.
I don't know anything about what happened with Tony Trouser.
Rumor has it that Tony Trouser was attacked in the parking lot. Well, we know he was attacked in the parking lot. He was seen laying, taken away to the hospital. We
that
have
was
no
wild
idea.
allegations. Don't you say anything. Tony Trouser was sick.
JT, I didn't actually allege that the 602 Wrecking Crew was a part of that.
They had nothing to do with it.
Yes,
you got a machine in that
from
ring.
a mile away.
All right, quiet. Hey, the Marty's in the ring right here. The Irish Hand Grenade from Omaha, Nebraska. Look at that, pure specimen right here.
Quite the physical specimen, as you were saying. The man
guy's
definitely in great
the
shape.
gym. Guy's a machine in the gym.
But JT O'Sullivan does spend time in the gym with his favorite tag team. Again, allegedly may have taken Tony Trouser out of the match. We do not know that for sure. But we do know that it is GQ Gallo stepping up to the plate, teaming up with Frenchy Riviera. As a big clothesline out of the corner and a drop kick for the Irish Hand Grenade.
I got good money on this match. Come on.
JT O'Sullivan, you're never going to learn, are you?
Hey, I do not have a gambling problem. So leave me alone. You're not Gamblers Anonymous.
I didn't say you had a gambling problem, JT. You're just admitting guilt everywhere.
I'll buy your beer if you want.
I'm good. Maybe after the show, JT. Maybe after the show. I saw you tried to buy Destiny a beer earlier. She turned you down once again.
Hey, quiet about my love life.
GQ Gallo now trying to get the fans riled up. The Irish Hand Grenade Marty Murphy, I think, just wants to get a move in edgewise against GQ. Prove himself against the big strong man.
These guys are no strangers to each other.
Nope, they have done battle many times as Native Blood feud with the 602 Wrecking Crew. Gallo with a fall-away slam there in the center of the ring and a nice nip-up as he celebrates for the fans.
You know, this is an odd tag team combination. You got a blob, and then you got GQ Gallo right here.
Oh yeah, much different shape than the blob. GQ keeps himself in great physical condition.
Ever seen that movie, The Blob? It came out in the late 80s.
Oh yeah, big red blob chased everybody around.
That's what Frenchy Riviera is, pretty much a big blob. Jacob just opposed of Frenchy Riviera. You could see the look on his face of disgust.
Oh yeah, he just, you can just see the disdain.
Look at the face of Jacob right there. It's just a pure disgust right there.
You can see the disdain that he holds for both of his opponents here. Of course, the history you talked about with GQ Gallo. Frenchy Riviera and GQ Gallo, not regular tag team partners. In fact, they've never teamed together before, but the two veterans of the ring wars, and obviously they know what they're doing. As we bring Frenchy Riviera into the matchup.
No, please stop.
A favorite of the Impact Zone Wrestling.
Hey, shut up. I know you're cheering his dancing, but we're not here to dance. We're here to wrestle. What's this, a lasso
He's
going on?
born to entertain. Look at the man. He's funny. He's
hey,
fun.
He said he should be wrestling. Look, Jake, why are you falling for this?
It's working. He's pulling Jacob the Herzberg.
Jacob, it's just an illusion, buddy. It's just Jacob, what are you doing? It's not dance-a-thon here, buddy.
He turns it into a short arm clothesline. The veteran, another clothesline for Jacob the Herzberg, taking him off his feet, and a third.
I'm just appalled by this.
The man can wrestle, JT, and that's what's important. As he tags GQ Gallo back in again.
Look at that, it's a bakery.
Never been together before. Bakery.
3 rolls in the side and 2 on the other. What's going on here?
I am not here to evaluate Frenchy Riviera's physique as he has him set up now for the big elbow. No! He just kissed him!
No, Jacob, you need to clean yourself 20 times, buddy. Take 20 showers tonight, buddy.
And he kissed him on the lips, JT.
Oh my gosh, I'm just appalled.
He kissed him on the lips.
Marty, you need to do something about that, buddy.
Now the 602 Wrecking Crew trying to regroup on the outside. We can't underestimate the presence on the outside of the ring right now of Triple X.
Gallo wants a drink. He ain't taking any of my drinks, buddy. I'm sorry. Hey, hey, they shouldn't be drinking right now. Hey.
Frenchy now going to the outside as the 602 Wrecking Crew. This might actually be a mistake by GQ and Frenchy Riviera here, giving the 602 Wrecking Crew the opportunity to recoup, redo their strategy before they get re-entered in the center of the ring.
You know, it's good for them right now because they can regroup, get the marbles back together, and think of a way to upseat the most strangest tag team I've ever seen.
Just while we have the opportunity here, we can recognize the brand new ring as GQ Gallo hits the beer bong there in the center of the ring. A brand new ring we have here at Impact Zone Wrestling. We want to thank X-Jam Wrestling for providing that ring that we're using here tonight on IZW Impulse. Bright lights here in the sets.
Oh my gosh. This is wrestling, not dance.
Obviously, Jacob the Right Herzberg had enough of that one. Sliding into the ring and now just taking right hands, stereo right hands from Frenchy Riviera and the Ghost Walker GQ Gallo. Finally knocking him off his feet. Gets him back up. Another kiss for Jacob the Right Herzberg. Picks him up with a scoop power slam. Got him covered in the center of the ring. Only gets 2. Does GQ Gallo. 602 Wrecking Crew still in this match, JT.
And they're just off their game tonight. I think I'm going to be losing the house again if this keeps up.
JT, you cannot spend another night in my apartment. You're going to need to do something about these wagers that you're making.
I know. They're just adding up.
Frenchy now choking Jacob the Right Herzberg in the corner. Looks like he's trying to kiss him again, I think. I don't know. Now, Irish whip across the center of the ring, charging in. Another big clothesline. Jacob's taking a lot of punishment from his opponents here in this match. Now just stomping on the face of Jacob the Right Herzberg, trying to rearrange those facial features.
Jacob can smell the stench of that foot right there.
Frenchy Riviera, definitely a large man, knows how to use that weight to his advantage. He can shake it, and he can also use it in the ring as he gets a big suplex down the center. Look at the pain on the face of Jacob the Right Herzberg. You think his disdain for his opponents was one thing, the pain is a whole nother.
I think this is a brushing that Jacob cannot survive. I really don't think so.
We'll find out. He's definitely been embroiled in a feud with Tony Trouser and the Frico Suave himself, Frenchy Riviera.
Frico is right. Here comes absolute power in the ring. Here comes the Irish hand grenade.
Looking to right the ship a little bit for the 602 Wrecking Crew. Former IZW World Tag Team Champions, the 602.
And they could be Tag Team Champions again.
So they very well could, but they've got to get past the team of GQ Gallo and Frenchy Riviera in order to make that happen. So Gallo now coming in the ring, distracting the referee. As the Irish hand grenade hits him with those elbows to the side of the head. Talking some trash now, whips him across the ring, building up some speed. Drop kick, nice drop kick.
That was totally awesome.
The Irish hand grenade sends him down in the corner.
Very impressive. You've got to be impressed.
It's very impressive with both. Well, all 4 members of this match have impressed me.
You like the 602 Wrecking Crew, don't you, buddy?
They're a very good tag team, very talented. Again, former tag team champions.
There we go. I love hearing what I'm hearing.
I have not quite wagered nearly as much money as you have on their recent.
What are you talking about? You don't take a risk in your life. The most risk you'll take is $2 at Chuck E. Cheese's or something. Play skee ball or something.
Yeah, I won my child a nice teddy bear at Chuck E. Cheese. Thank you very much. Back to the action at hand as Irish hand grenade just mocking GQ Gallo, bringing him into the ring, allowing the 602 Wrecking Crew to double team. We got a phantom tag there by the 602 Wrecking Crew. They might still stand a shot here, JT. It seems like they've been able to regroup a little bit with that break that Gallo gave him with the beer bomb.
We got Jacob right here taking Pop's Valor right here and distracting him.
He's distracting him. And look at the Irish hand grenade, Marty Murphy just mocking GQ Gallo, just begging him to come in and stop him. Very interesting strategy now, showing Frenchy Riviera that they could, if they wanted to, double team him behind the referee's back, and they don't even do it.
Of course, look how, you know what, they're cutting the Frenchy away from Gallo right here, because if they can really bust down Frenchy right here, they can have a chance with it.
Double clothesline by the former champions, definitely regrouping, bringing back to their strategy. Slow, methodical offense, picking apart their opponents part by part, keeping them in their side of the ring, just trying to wear down the obviously less well-conditioned athlete of their 2 opponents in Frenchy Riviera.
I think Bastion Burger wants his look back. Booger or whatever his name is.
Bastion Booger, that's right, a blast from the past by JT O'Sullivan with Bastion Booger. Of course, Bastion Booger was no Friar Funk, but that's quite all right.
And Marty now drilling those right hands, and now he's He's stretching the neck of Frenchy right here, just applying a lot of pressure right here. I think Frenchy could have too much right here.
Oh yeah, trying to put the man to sleep, cut off that air supply after driving those forearms to the back of the neck, and just yelling at him. He's just talking trash to him the whole time, saying he can't cut it, he's going to give up. It looks like Frenchy now trying to battle out. Elbow to the midsection by Frank, follows it up with a second.
See, the Marty's letting up right here. The Marty shouldn't, because that's absolute power that he's inflicting right there. I can't believe that this blob is even getting any offense on the Marty.
Ducking under the clothesline, though, knocks him down off his feet with one clothesline. Very impressive
That's
strength.
the power.
By the Irish. That's the absolute power you've been talking about. Jacob now quick to go for the toe.
You should see what he benches at the gym. That guy puts absolute power in everything he does.
Can only imagine, JT. You hanging and banging in the gym with 602 Wrecking Crew. Of course, their physiques, JT, a little more impressive than yours, but the more time you spend with them in the gym can only do you good. As now, looks like GQ Gallo
I'm
kind of
starting
losing
to
his
get kind
cool.
of a figure myself here.
You're exactly right.
Oh, come on, Jake. You could pull him out of here, buddy.
GQ Gallo lost his cool a little bit there, allowing
I think Jake hurt his back
602
right
Wrecking Crew. He's trying to drag
He's
him
sore
across
from
the
yesterday.
ring.
He's sore from lifting. That's not because of Frenchy. It's because of his lifting.
Frenchy's not. Frenchy's heavy lifting right there. Is not
he
both
doesn't
men.
he doesn't get that physique sitting at a bus stop.
Oh, definitely not. Frenchy doesn't either. He gets that physique sitting at Burger King.
Yeah, he's having it his way at Burger King.
That's right. He is having his way.
Well, there is a Burger King by the sets. You do know.
That's in the same parking lot.
You've been there before, haven't you?
Oh yes, I have. Look, trying to go for a big body slam now on Frenchy Riviera.
Come on, Marty, you can do it.
Take a page out of the book of the great Ryan Lynch. He's got him up.
This looks like Lex Luger and Yokozuna all over again.
He turned into a power slam down in the center ring. This could do it. That was a lot of impact. Only gets two. I think he might have hurt his back, JT. Does not bode well for the wager that you have made. As both men now trying to make a much-needed tag. Marty needs to get out of the ring and tag in and let his back rest. And Frenchy is taking a lot of punishment from the 602 Wrecking Crew. Marty now locking in that sleeper.
We need to put the Giant asleep right here, because if they can put the Giant down, it's big trouble for Gallo.
Turning it in now to a front chancery. They'd be very well served to keep Gallo out of the ring for the rest of this match. But,
Gallo has really not been in this match at all.
No, Frenchy now trying to power out. Just push Marty back into his own corner. Marty just has him. Oh, Jacob, very smart, comes into the ring.
Yeah, that's
distracting the referee. Referee did not see the tag. GQ Gallo incensed now at the referee's decision, but it's got to go back out to the outside and wait for the referee to see the lead of the tag. It's Justin now with the Jacob rolling through in the center of the ring, going for the cover after the clothesline. Only gets two.
Trademark clothesline by Jacob the Right, Herzberg right there.
Right, rolling thunder clothesline there. Move made famous by Conan in Mexico. Picked up, obviously you can see.
Who cares about
research?
Conan? We're talking about Jacob the Right, Herzberg right here.
I'm trying to give him some credit for the research that he does on his moveset, able to see what some of the legends do. Put it into play in his own matches here, JT. Trying to build a legend in his own right.
He is a legend. These two are both legends.
They have been very successful at such a young age. It's a short time in the wrestling business. The sky is the limit for the 602 record.
Yeah, they are, but they've been losing to Tony Trouser, which I'm not too thrilled about.
Tonight's a good night. They pick up a win over two veterans. Frenchy Riviera and GQ Gallo definitely sets him back on a course for a match with Skull and Bones for those IZW and NWA Arizona Tag Team Championships, the Unified Championships. You gotta earn a shot at those belts. They don't even have title defense tonight on IZW Impulse, because you gotta earn that shot. We're not just gonna give it to you. Here in IZW is now a double avalanche. Both men, though,
they
able
almost
to get out of the way.
There.
But a double clothesline by Frenchy Riviera needs to make that tag again. He's taking a lot of punishment. It looks like you could already have the wind knocked out of him after that clothesline, JT.
Of course. Now it's about who can get up at the moment right now. It looks like Frenchy actually is getting up before these guys are. It's amazing. I have to give it to Frenchy right here.
Taking a lot of punishment, but rolling through now. Makes a tag to GQ Gallo. The veteran, the Ghost Walker, the institution of professional wrestling, coming on in there, just taking out both men with multiple elbows to the chest, to the chin and the jaw. And now the Irish Hand Grenade Marty Murphy is a man alone there with both Frenchy Riviera and GQ Gallo. Huge avalanche. The ring just shifted 12 inches. GQ following it up with a spear in the center of the ring.
No! No!
That's going to do it. The 602 Wrecking Crew. As you see Jacob the Right Herzberg in disbelief on the outside, falling in defeat once again to the two veterans. JT, now we're going to throw it to a replay. See exactly how Frenchy Riviera and GQ Gallo are able to get the victory. I'm going to leave the broadcast position and see if we can get some comments from the 602 Wrecking Crew on another defeat here on IZW Impulse.
with the 602 Wrecking Crew. And gentlemen, for the third straight week, you've fallen in defeat. We've never seen this from you guys before. What's going on with all these losses?
What are you trying to tell us, Quake Marco? You're trying to tell us we suck? Yeah, you're trying to tell us we're no good? Everyone knows we don't suck. This losing streak's very unfamiliar territory for us. We're so used to winning. We're so used to having gold. We don't know what to do. It's just ridiculous. Well, if you're not getting pinned all the time, we've been losing, Marty. What are you talking about? I'm always carrying the weight. You see me trying to say I'm going to carry my bag out. What are you talking about carrying the weight? What are you talking about? No. You lost because of you. Not because of me. You were in confidence. I did most of it.
Obviously, trouble in the camp of the 602 Wrecking Crew. We'll follow these developments on impulse.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the course of wrestling history, there have been matches that have defied the ages. Thank you. Such as the coal miner's glove on a pole match. The Texas death match. Thank you very much. I'm here all week trying to build. The strap match. Thank you. It's one of mine too. But nothing has prepared you for what you are about to see tonight, folks. If a young man in the back has the gumption, has the guts, has the intestinal fortitude, if you will, to meet me in this ring tonight, I got something special for you guys. You called for it last time we were here. I'm challenging Tommy Drake to ICW's very first flip-flop match. Come on, Drake, come out here and get some. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, for our fourth contest this evening. First, in this corner, weighing in at 265 pounds of muscle.
Jamie,
240 pounds of shredded muscle. Ladies and gentlemen, the limited edition Tommy Drake.
You're gonna watch me wrestle for you.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Did you do that?
Justin
In this corner, weighing in at 285 pounds, the drunkest professional wrestler in Impact Zone Wrestling history, Fearless Jack Bull!
Hey, you check him and check those flip-flops too.
Tommy Drake now is attacking Fearless Jack Bull. These two men have a long history together, and tonight, Jack Bull trying to play off a long list of great wrestling matches. Our first ever flip-flop match here on IZW Impulse, and I dare say, JT, the first ever flip-flop match in all the history of professional wrestling.
I think Odor Eaters is sponsoring this match right here. And right away, Tommy Drake choking, using the ropes. Very smart right here. All he needs to do is just grab that flip-flop, shove it in the face of Fearless Jack Bull. Maybe the match would be over right here.
You know, I would not put it past Tommy Drake, the cerebral wrestler that he is, to bring a loaded flip-flop into the match, JT, and try to pick up the big victory against the
look,
opponent.
he's already
got that flip-flop in hand. Ducking under the dreaded flip-flop now, kick to the gut, and now Jack Bull has the flip-flop. He's going to use it his own. Tommy Drake smartly getting out of the way of the flip-flop, JT.
Oh, come on, Tommy. It's just a thing of... It's a flip-flop. It's scary, I have to say. It's scary. I'm scared of it.
JT, also in all your years of wrestling history, I know you've never taken a shot from a flip-flop. You don't even know what to expect in a match like this.
No, I've taken worse
He
things.
pushed Justin Freeman out of the way. Justin almost fell over behind that flip-flop, JT. Now Tommy Drake might get counted out just because he doesn't want to take a shot from the flip-flop.
The flip-flop's the most lethal weapon here in professional wrestling.
It's one of the reasons why we've never seen a flip-flop before. It's just because of the injury that can be caused by a flip-flop, because of the damage that one wrestler can take from a flip-flop, JT. And Fearless Jack Bull is so fed up with the limited edition Tommy Drake that he has finally introduced a flip-flop into this feud. As Tommy Drake now looks like he's just going to leave.
Hop into his car and head south.
Fearless Jack Bull's going to have none of that. He's going after the limited edition Tommy Drake with the flip-flop, of course.
There's bad blood between these guys. A lot, very personal between Tommy Drake and Fearless Jack Bull.
Oh yeah, Tommy Drake has interrupted many of Fearless Jack Bull's stunts at IZW wrestling shows. Of course, the biggest one being on January 5th. He was gonna, put a woman on his shoulder and jump through a flaming hoop. And Fearless, and Tommy Drake, ended that one before he even got on the way. Just outsmarting him now, trying to roll into the ring. Drake trying to be the smarter man, dropped the elbow. Jack Bull got out of the way now. It was a southpaw with those huge left hands. Followed up by a headbutt to the chin.
Juking and jiving right there as Fearless Jack Bull, not fearless in many means of using that flip-flop.
Back to that flip-flop though. This could spell the end. Oh, he misses now with the flip-flop. A low blow by the limited edition Tommy Drake there in the corner.
Undetected by referee Justin Freemeyer right there.
Now it looks like he's looking for a flip-flop of his own. Stomps to the back there in the kidney area. Now he's got the flip-flop. Uh-oh, flip-flop to the face.
Oh my.
This thing could be over before we even know it. The flip-flop is such a dangerous tool now. I think he broke his nose, JT.
It's more the smell of anything. Can you imagine the foot odor and the foot jam and all that on there?
We don't know where those flip-flops have been now as he chokes him out with the flip-flop. I'm surprised Jack Bull's even conscious at this point.
He can't breathe. It looks like he's about ready to hurl. Swing!
And now with Tommy just pulling it up on the corner. Big boot to the face there by Fearless Jack Bull. Able to circumvent the flip-flop.
That was a pretty strong attempt right there. He needs to go for a cover right here.
Now Jack Bull has hold of the flip-flop. I know he should. You're right. He should go for the cover.
He's in a pretty compromising position right there. I mean, Tommy Drake looks pretty dazed right here.
He wants to inflict more punishment with the flip-flop. Got those cobwebs as Tommy Drake. Flip-flop to the chest. JT, another flip-flop to the chest.
A flip-flop chop right there.
Look, winding up again. Tommy Drake able to get out of the way of the flip-flop. I think a third flip-flop chop, JT. This thing would have been over.
Oh, it would have been over right there. It would have been 1, 2, 3. I'm done, son.
Just look at the welts on the chest of Tommy Drake after those flip-flop. Tommy's had enough. He's trying to leave again. I'm honestly shocked that Jack Bull has gone to the level of introducing a flip-flop into this feud.
He's taking it to the limit. I mean, look at Tommy Drake. I think
Drake's just going to get in his car and go home.
I think he is. He's going home. And referee Justin Freemeyer administering the count.
Try calling it down the middle as Justin Freemeyer always does.
Senior referee of Impact Zone Wrestling.
Looks like this thing could be over. Looks like it's over, JT. The winner of the first ever flip-flop match is Fearless Jack Bull, and we may never see a flip-flop match again. That was dangerous, and I'm surprised both these men are still able to compete.
History in the making right here.
Hi, this is Santana, and I'm trying to get a word with Fearless Jack Bull.
Tommy Drake, you coward! You ran out of the sets tonight like a scalded dog. But in 2 weeks, I'm gonna take that all away from you, see, Tommy? Here's what I need. I need all the great fans of ICW. I need all the boys in the back. And most of all, anybody who shows up at the sets in 2 weeks, I need you. Because in 2 weeks, what I would like to see are the flip-flops flying in the first ever ICW flip-flop lumberjack match. Come get some, Drake!
Well, there you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, for our main event,
I'll get your baby doll.
in this corner, the greatest corner apparently, weighing in at least 245 pounds of 120% pure muscle, hand-picked. So I'm telling you to show your appreciation for the legendary and the great Ryan Lynch.
Screw you guys. Seriously.
And in this corner, weighing in at again 225 pounds, the feature presentation of Impact Zone Wrestling, Scrap Iron Junkyard Dog, the only black wrestler in Impact Zone Wrestling, Junkyard J. Garland.
It's main event time, JT. The previews are over, and it's time for the feature presentation. Jay Garland, not Junkyard Jay Garland, as Triple X Lawrence Taylor has asserted. Going one-on-one with the great Ryan Lynch. Jay Garland back out here for his second match of the broadcast on ICW Impulse. Again, being forced to climb that ladder by Triple X Lawrence Tyler. We had no idea who was going to come out as the great Ryan Lynch's opponent. It turned out to be Jay Garland. Jay trying to prove himself.
You mean Jay Garland's opponent, not great Ryan Lynch.
You are correct.
Yes, come on, you're the great Ryan Lynch. The great Ryan Lynch in here. He's going to destroy Jay Garland. Jay Garland sauce.
And again, it's kind of hard to determine the effect of Triple X Lawrence Tyler on the outside. Obviously got to be in the back of the head of Jay Garland. But Jay picking up a victory earlier tonight. If Ryan Lynch loses to Jay Garland, he's got to worry about suffering the wrath of Triple X Lawrence Tyler out there.
The great Ryan Lynch is oozing greatness right here at every moment when he's in the ring.
Triple X Lawrence Tyler himself said that he handpicked the great Ryan Lynch as Jay Garland's opponent. Quite a lot of pressure for the young man. Of course, former IZW World Tag Team Champion and NWA Arizona Tag Team Champion in the great Ryan Lynch. Going it alone now. Steamin' Jimmy Freeman no longer in Impact Zone Wrestling. Ryan Lynch trying to work up his way in the singles ranks, and a victory over Jay Garland would be a great way to springboard that new portion of his career, JT.
We cannot forget about the title win that they had over. They won the biggest fatal four-way for gold in tag team
for the tag team gold. Defeating Native Blood at the end of that. Headbutts now, just taking the Junkyard Jay Garland. Taking that a little bit seriously right here, showing Triple X Lawrence Tyler if he wants to play, Jay will play right along there with those rolling headbutts.
Can we say grab them cakes?
I think we can, JT. We got big right hands now by the great Ryan Lynch, taking a little bit of offense to the Junkyard stylings of one Jay Garland. Still suffering. I think he headbutted him in the eye in one of those shots, JT.
And that's simply greatness up there in the ring right there. And he's stomping just a wheel into the head of Jay Garland right there.
Just pounding him, and then Jay comes out with a big inverted atomic drop, ducking under the right hand, picks him up in a regular traditional atomic drop there. Ryan Lynch not faring too well so far against Jay Garland. Picks up a lot of steam, clotheslining him over the top rope and out of the ring as our cameras get right into the heart of the action every week on IZW Impulse. Again, right here in front of the front row fans at the sets in Tempe, Arizona. The fans getting behind the feature presentation, Jay Garland, much to the dismay of the champ Triple X Lawrence Taylor.
And you got to think that's on the back of Jay's mind right now in the ring. Like we said in the earlier match with Sergio, he's got to be thinking, okay, what's Triple X going to do to me during this match?
Yeah, great Ryan Lynch now pulling Jay Garland out of the ring, just pounding him in the face there on the floor. Again, both men got to be wary of that count. Don't want to get counted out in a big match. In our main event here is Justin Freemeyer now understands the magnitude of this match, trying to get him back in the ring before he counts both of these guys out. They just fight on the garter or their kick to the knee of Jay Garland. Again, Ryan Lynch taking out the bigger man by chopping down those tree trunk legs.
The great Ryan Lynch right here doing everything he can. I mean, Jay outweighs Ryan at least by about 20 or 30 pounds. I mean, he's definitely got the height advantage over Ryan too, so Ryan's got to make up for a lot of that here in the ring.
Trademark neckbreaker there by Ryan Lynch in the center of the ring. Only gets two. According to the introductions, Ryan Lynch actually outweighs Jay Garland by a good 25 pounds. I believe Ryan Lynch cut some weight to make the 245-pound mark here tonight.
Well, the great Ryan Lynch, I tell you what, definitely is out there to make a point, and definitely make a point to Jay Garland right here to show him that he cannot get past the great Ryan Lynch.
He's seen a lot of success as a member of the 300-pound club, Skyscrapers 2.0. Again, wants to pick up some singles gold. You know, a big win over Jay Garland could go a long way into getting a shot at the Impulse Championship or even those Unified Championships held by Triple X Lawrence Tyler. Reversing through the neckbreaker there, ends up hitting him with a DDT right in the center of the ring. Jay Garland not faring too well. Of course, he already had a match earlier tonight. Even though he's had a lot of time to rest, one match takes a large toll on the body, as you know, JT. Having to go 2 in one night doesn't look good for Jay Garland.
And that's definitely at Ryan Lynch's advantage right here if he can capitalize on the mistakes, because Jay's actually making a lot of mistakes in this match right here. Again, I think he's a little distracted with Triple X being outside the ring right there, and definitely playing a psychological factor on Jay Garland right here.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, Jay has dealt with a lot of ambiguity here, and I didn't even know who his opponents were going to be until he came out.
It was more of a surprise kind of thing right there, where X was playing more mind games on Jay right here, saying, hey, come out at the end of the show, I got a surprise for you kind of thing. So that must have been weighing on Jay's mind the whole night.
We didn't know what to expect. I mean, we had a lot of speculation that X might bring out the Hawaiian Lion. It could be X himself. He could bring out a veteran such as the Navajo Warrior. Ends up going to one of the young and hungry members of the roster and the great Ryan Lynch. And a huge opportunity in turn for Ryan Lynch. High cross body block now in the center of the ring. Going for the cover. Only gets 2 on the feature presentation.
I mean, how as a competitor do you prepare for something like that? I tell you what, it's just as a wrestler, if you want to be the best, you got to be ready for anybody and anybody at any time.
Oh yeah, Jay Garland going on instinct now, just in survival mode. Trying to make it through this match, pick up a victory, and prove to the champ that he deserves another shot at those Unified Champions.
He fell short last week on the Impulse against Triple X Lawrence Tyler, and I think another shot, if he loses this match, his shot ain't going to come anytime soon.
It's going to be tough. I mean, the IZW Board of Directors is obviously paying close attention, as they always do. Jay Garland petitioning for that shot. Triple X Lawrence Tyler making it difficult on him. And this pushing down the ladder of Jay Garland is not an act by the Board of Directors. This is Triple X Lawrence Tyler basically laying it out there, and Jay Garland, he's not fighting. He's going along with it to prove himself to the champ and sort of reverse that psychological warfare. Beautiful swinging neck breaker, a little shake, rattle, and roll from the great Ryan Lynch. Only gets 2. Of course, taking a page out of the great honky tonk band.
And you know what the thing is nobody's going out to get a drink. No one's out to go get any food. They are into this match right here.
Oh yeah, Jay Garland, one of the most popular members of the roster here in Impact Zone Wrestling. The fans want to see him win. The fans want to see him get another shot. They were cheering for him to win on our last episode as Ryan Lynch slingshots over the top rope with that elbow. Right, looks like caught him on the chin.
Very trademarked by the great Ryan Lynch right there. You see oozing greatness once again right there with that elbow. Perfectly executed on the chest of Jay Garland right here. Just could have been a little bit more quicker with that cover. I think it would have been that.
Of course, he's using a headlock into a modified chin lock there to try to cut off the air supply of Jay Garland, trying to wear him down.
hit another one of those high-impact moves and maybe pick up a big victory in the main event of IZW Impulse this week.
It looks like he's doing a good job of cutting off the air circulation to Jay Garland right there. As now referee Justin Freemeyer checks Jay Garland to see if he's done. If that arm goes down a third time, it's curtains for Jay Garland.
Of course, Ryan Lynch making him carry those 245 pounds right on that neck, just trying to wear him down, JT. As Jay up, Jay keeping his hand up. Almost got him. Ryan Lynch looked shocked here. I think Ryan Lynch thought he had that one in the bag.
Yeah, I think he was a little cocky right there with Jay right there, which is kind of a rookie mistake right there by Ryan Lynch, which I'm a little surprised because, you know, Ryan Lynch is the man, one of the men here in IZW, in my opinion.
Of course, Jay rolling it through there, gets a 2 count. Almost got the 3 count victory now. Big kick to the face, just hit him with that shin right across the bridge of the nose. Jay looks like he's out cold in the center of the ring after that one.
And he needs to keep on busting his confidence, going for quick covers, because you know what? At some point, Jay Garland's going to lose that gas, and definitely with X being right there, it's definitely now playing a more of a bigger factor than it was earlier in the match.
You know, we saw Ryan driving the head, the temple right down onto the knee, now just choking him over that center rope, making him support all that weight, pulling on the ropes for leverage as Justin Freemeyer puts on the count. He does have until a 5 count to break that maneuver, and now he's just letting Justin Freemeyer know what he thinks about that count as he goes back to that choke. As again, our camera's getting into the heart of the action. Drapes that neck across again, pulling all his weight down, just trying to cut off the oxygen, take the wind out of Jay Garland.
And you know what? I think the thing about X is he's enjoying every minute of this. Seeing Jay down and out and struggling to make a name is just great. And Ryan Lynch is doing a great job of keeping him down.
Oh yeah, the champ very happy with Ryan Lynch at this point. Again, Ryan Lynch trying to prove himself as well. Don't forget, this is a big opportunity for Ryan Lynch to break out into singles competition in IZW with a big win over Jay Garland here tonight. As he just clubs him with the forearm to the back of the neck. Elbow drop to the top of the head. Jay fighting back with a punch to the gut. Ryan Lynch now with a right hand of his own, turning into a slugfest here, JT.
It looks like a street fight just down the street on the southern bull right there.
Got a barroom brawl breaking out in the bar here at the Sets in Tempe, Arizona. A big European uppercut. Ryan Lynch was out on his feet there before he fell and hit the back of his head, just bounced against that mat. Jay Garland now picking him up, could be going for the special feature.
It could be, but you know what, I think Ryan Lynch has seen enough of Jay's matches to realize that could be pretty much a position right now for Ryan Lynch right now.
Ryan Lynch now catching, looked like he was going to go for that tornado DDT. Gets driven into the corner by Jay Garland. Jay now not quick to follow up again, just trying to get his win back. He's wrestled 2 full competitive matches already here tonight.
Well, of course, I think Lynch right there needs to figure out something, or it's going to be big curtains for him.
Lynch is going to try to fly behind with that neck breaker that we've seen so many times. Able to turn into a spine buster with Jay Garland. Now Jay, though, slow to follow up, slow to make the cover. Triple-X Lawrence Tyler now screaming at Ryan Lynch. Obviously, he's a little bit worried, trying to prove his point here, and Ryan Lynch may not follow through on that promise.
I think both men, their gas tanks are on E right here, especially Jay's, because he's wrestled earlier in the evening right here. So you can tell both fatigue in both of their faces of these guys.
Jay now blocking that right hand for a second time, right hand of his own, right across the jaw of Ryan Lynch. These guys have just taken a beating here tonight. I think this has become more about the competitive nature of this match and less about the champ on the outside.
Well, no, I think the champ on the outside is still a big factor to Jay right here, but at the moment he's in the spirit of competition right here. And when you're in the ring, your adrenaline takes over, and sometimes you do things that you think you could never do in the ring.
In the driver's seat, too, as we saw that power slam after he ducked underneath the clothesline. Jay now building up the momentum of the fans, waiting for Ryan Lynch to get up to his feet. We'll see Jay at the store now. Ducking away Ryan Lynch with that drop toe, very smart. Ryan Lynch now looks like he's going to go for the junkyard dog headbutts. No, going over with that neck breaker. Beautiful move in the center of the ring. This can do it, JT.
No, he kicked out. I like what Ryan Lynch did. That was good ring psychology right there, messing with Jay right there. He's doing it again. I love it.
Again.
The king of the 4-way strikes again right here.
That's right. That's exactly right. The king of the 4-way. Trying to prove his worth in one-on-one action now. Looking, just keeping a hold of Jay Garland. Jay has no idea what's coming next. Looked like he was going for that neck breaker, just took a huge forearm to the side of the face and the temple. Jay now taking him off of his feet.
Oh, this doesn't look good for Ryan Lynch right here.
Looks like he's got him locked in.
Don't go over Ryan Lynch, you're stronger than this. No!
Has him locked in the Texas Cloverleaf right in the center of the
Much
ring.
to the dismay of X right here.
Look, he's just turning just to look at the champ and showing him exactly what he's capable of. Ryan Lynch in a lot of pain, and he is too far away.
Out.
No choice but to tap out. Jay Garland able to prove himself once again. 2 victories tonight for Jay Garland. Let's take a look at the replay. It's exactly what happened as he takes him off his feet.
He barely pulled that one right there.
Quickly
quickly locking in the Texas Overly, fighting to try to get him over. Cloverleaf, as we see right here, has him locked in. Ryan Lynch has no choice but
I think
to
you've
tap
had a
out.
few drinks tonight, Greg.
Not really. Not too many.
You're stumbling on your words, buddy.
As we see Jay Garland, look at him celebrating in the ring. Not a lot of time to celebrate though, JT. He's taking a huge beating. Just trying to prove a point to the champ this week on IZW Impulse. That's going to do it, JT. We will see everyone next time on IZW Impulse. For JT O'Sullivan, this is Greg DeMarco.